Yeah. So I want to ask you an interesting question. So, because sometimes that, people, I believe that, people treat Facebook or LinkedIn will, use the different attitude. Sometimes Facebook that will be more casual and that will be more living. Sometimes they will post some pictures about, the drunk, but they won't
Yeah.
do that on LinkedIn. So do you think that, what kind of attitude for when using LinkedIn, we should be more, and I mean a casual, yeah, or genuine, but we got to do something, to think about our personal brand, yeah, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think you can show your personality, but you don't have to be too casual.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can be professional but personal at the same time.
Oh,
Because
okay.
essentially, behind social media or technology, people want to see the people behind the brand or the logo. People want to see who you are and they want to connect with you as a person. And this is the way that the world is heading, is that people want to connect with people.
Yeah.
So, and you don't need to do that the Facebook way where you're showing pictures of you drinking or partying. You
Yeah.
can still share some of your thoughts or your values or your journey, your
Mm-hmm.
story about your business along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that in the professional context, you can still connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think there is certainly a place for that on LinkedIn.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, so you just need to think that what kind of the media and you are going to upload, and then and then you can choose the what kind of the content you can log in because the position of the content are different. Sorry, the proposition of the media is different.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, great. So our next question is that is there any difference between using LinkedIn for B2C or B2B purpose? And if yes, and what would be that?
Yes and yes. I was
Uh-huh.
thinking yes and no, yes and yes, maybe. I mean, traditionally, people say that LinkedIn is predominantly for B2B.
Mm-hmm.
However, it has become more apparent recently that LinkedIn is also B2C.
Oh, okay.
For example, your business professionals or executives also need consumer products or consumer services outside of the office.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, my business may need accounting, but I personally may need accounting or bookkeeping or need a home loan or
Mm-hmm.
personal insurance. So
Mm-hmm.
that is B2B
Oh, yeah.
and so forth. Now, before everyone goes flocking to LinkedIn to promote their consumer goods and
Mm-hmm.
products, I think people need to recognize that it is also in the professional context
Mm-hmm.
of B2B or B2C. For example, I
Mm-hmm.
had a lady on my network
Mm-hmm.
who I've deleted. Um, she used to share information about pots and pans and
Mm-hmm.
kitchen tools throughout
Oh,
LinkedIn, and
okay.
that's where it's not appropriate and it doesn't work in that sense. Uh, Whereas on the other hand, say for example, if you're like you mentioned the example of a restaurant,
Okay.
you would go to Facebook and share photos of food and your customers and events and everything like that. And
Yeah.
you do all of that casually on Facebook, whereas on LinkedIn, a restaurant could actually
Mm-hmm.
connect with potential suppliers. They could actually learn, you
Mm.
know, the latest practices in the industry or health and safety practices, management practices.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in the B2C context, they could also promote, say, for example, catering services or function
Mm-hmm.
room hire or something, and
Mm-hmm.
that would work in that essence as well. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a place for, I
Okay.
guess, B2B, B2C
Mm-hmm.
connection through
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, great, great. Yeah, I think that is a very good point. Yeah, because that you use the catering industry. Yeah, I think that's a very good example, very vivid. So when using for no matter in B2C or for B2B function, the attitude, is the attitude will be different.
Yes,
Okay. So
it
so
is,
yeah.
again, a lot more professional.
Okay, should be, yeah, the saying that should be more professional.
Yes,
Okay, you mean for B2B should be more professional or B2C or both?
both. It doesn't matter whether you're targeting B2B or B2C on LinkedIn, it should all be professional.
Okay, or should be
If I
prof.
was a restaurant, I wouldn't be posting photos of my food and
Hmm.
what people were eating like on Facebook on
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's true. You mentioned that. That is what Taiwanese like to do. They like to take a picture with food and then upload to Facebook. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but in a lot of the, a lot of the, especially probably from the Western point, sometimes it's not very appropriate, especially if you want to look for some probably vendors or probably look for some partners on LinkedIn. Sometimes it's not. I would not say it's wrong, but in in terms of our probably our professional side, it's not professional enough, is it?
Yes.
Okay. I think, yeah, I think that's a very very interesting point of view. Yeah, because a lot of Taiwanese don't think that way unprofessional. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, great. So that's back to the companies. Yeah, for companies for SMEs that who
Mhm.
intend to increase their LinkedIn B2B power. So what would you suggest them to do or invest in to boost their LinkedIn B2B effectiveness?
Okay.
Hmm.
What I don't understand is the companies who, in this day and age, restrict their staff from using LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Yes, it is a new technology and it is a new medium and it is scary. However, I
Okay.
think there is significant potential for companies, and I think the ones that are not using LinkedIn are the ones that are missing out.
Hmm.
I mean, people are becoming more conscious and aware of their digital footprint, and I think LinkedIn is one of those places where you shouldn't really be too afraid of actually going on there and trying it out.
Hmm.
What I recommend for all companies and SMEs is first and foremost to have a company page
Hmm.
so that you have a brand presence, you have your logo, you have um, a little website within a website on
Hmm.
LinkedIn. It works better for you in terms of SEO.
Hmm.
It enables you to share information about your business and your company, and
Hmm.
you could do so much with it. So that's the first stop for
Mm.
companies.
Okay. Yeah,
And from,
yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, as you said, the company page is the essential, and because that can help you to help you to leave your digital print on LinkedIn, on the internet, and then as you said, no matter you use the LinkedIn company page or website, sometimes yeah, in terms of some study that you use the LinkedIn company page, sometimes the effectiveness of SEO is much better than your personal website. Yeah, so the first step is the company page. So any others?
Yes. And going to that, clients in my seminars say they get more traffic from a LinkedIn company page than
Uh,
from a website that they paid $15,000 for.
mm-hmm.
So it is very effective in terms of getting your company to appear on search engine results.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, like it can also help you to bring you some traffic.
Yeah.
Okay, so no matter from the website to LinkedIn or LinkedIn to the website.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's great. So yeah, so you got to have a LinkedIn company page as your first step or as your foundation, and then you can integrate that, and then that will help you to have a better chances to developing your business.
Yes.
Okay, great, great. So our final question is that, so is there any possible trend about LinkedIn you have recently spotted?
I think
Mm-hmm.
it's not probably not necessary yet for Asia Pacific. You
Uh-huh.
may see this a lot in the US and in Australia that LinkedIn is getting very noisy.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Um, but in Asia Pacific, this is the best time to be on LinkedIn because it's not noisy yet.
Okay, but you mean the
So
noisy, the definition of noisy means that a lot of the spams or yeah.
I think it means that a lot of people are realizing the power of LinkedIn. So every day people are posting information, everyone is sharing blogs and
Uh,
information and
uh,
thoughts and ideas and updates, and everyone's saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me" on LinkedIn, right?
yeah, exactly.
And then it gets noisy because you get overloaded with this information and you don't know who is important and who you should be
Yeah, should be.
paying attention to, etc. Whereas
Uh,
in Asia Pacific, not a lot of people are doing this yet because not a lot of people know how to harness the power of LinkedIn. So
yeah.
if you're actually the leader out there sharing your thoughts and your ideas and contributing valuable information, you'll actually stand out well ahead of the rest.
Mm,
Um, but I think the trend really is in content instead of just sharing anything and everything, but really sharing some of your thoughts and your valuable information.
mm-hmm,
Everyone these days is talking about content marketing, and I think that's really where LinkedIn is heading as well.
mm-hmm,
That people don't just want to know about what you're selling, but they want to know the value behind
mm-hmm.
the things that you're selling.
Okay.
If
Wow,
that
that's
makes sense.
yeah. I think that yeah. You mentioned you bring out another the a fresh perspective. Because that you work in Australia and also work in Singapore, so you have a different observation. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's great. Because I didn't know that actually in the US or in Australia right now they do have a little bit, as you say, a little bit noisy. Yeah, I don't know that kind of the situation, but I believe that that because if your connection is over 500 or over 600 or even sometimes that if you are lion and then your connection will be over 1000. I believe that the daily message will be overwhelming. I believe in so. Yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, but right now in APEC and area, as you say, because the especially in Taiwan, because right now we do only have a 600 more than 600,000 LinkedIn users in Taiwan. So
Mm,
if you want to jump on this LinkedIn bandwagon, it's still very early, and then you still can get some insight or get some treasure from LinkedIn.
yes.
Yeah, that's true. So as more people getting in, and sometimes it's very hard for you to be not recognized. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, so I think Linda, you mentioned very good point that because I haven't heard that from other LinkedIn expert before. Yeah, thank you for your sharing.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my
Yeah.
pleasure.
Okay. Yeah, so today we are very, very thrilled to invite Linda as our interviewee, and she share a lot of her perspective about how to leverage your LinkedIn to no matter to develop your career or develop your business opportunities. And she also share a very interesting finding about the trend of LinkedIn. So today we are very glad to invite Linda and our guest speaker, and she is a social media expert from the Generation Y Advantage in Australia, and she is also a founder of the VLC Appetite, and which is the e-learning platform. So today we are very glad to invite Linda as our interviewee. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.